Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. And tonight we'll see the New York Liberty as they go up against the Minnesota Lynx. In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Zuniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride.
That is a quick foul for her there. The refs are calling it close.
Now here's Vandersloot. Ionescu outside. And that comes off the assist by Courtney Vandersloot.
The floor general sensibilities of Vandersloot on full display. Awesome job finding the wide open teammate.
Pass to Shepard. She tries for three. New York with the rebound. Vandersloot with it. Ionescu outside. And that one's good on.
Proving what a selfless player she is, Ionescu is all about getting the rock to wide open teammates.
Collier left side. That shot off. Good defensive work by Jonquel Jones. Now here's Ionescu. She's guarded by Court Queen. And here's Ionescu. Shepard pulls it in.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Court Queen, that's good.
Very well done. Confident and composed as always.
Ionescu outside. From deep. Does not find the hole. Her second miss, and she is now 1 for 3. Now Goddess. Pass to Court Queen. Jacks up a three, and the Lynx another three.
That is not an easy shot right there. She had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, needed a little arc on that one with size mismatch, but hey, she did it perfectly.
Now on. She's guarded by Shepard. That one drops for her.
Using strength and length, Sue can pretty much overpower anybody.
Here's Court Queen. She has 6. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Achanwa. Off the mark there with the 3. New York leading. Ionescu outside. From 20 feet out, that one drops for her second bucket. Marker 2 for 4. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Collier outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, definitely a player who has some range. Lots of the value in Collier is her ability to hit threes. A real modern 4 in today's WNBA.
Now here's Vandersloot. Ionescu outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Honshu.
Her shooting percentage is through the roof right now. What a great start to this game.
Here's Goddess. Trailing by 2. Outside of Achanwa. Pass to Shepard. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, that's a tough shot by Jessica Shepard. You got to give her credit for staying focused right there.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Ionescu outside. Laney with it. High post on Honshu. 4 on the shot clock. That one good for 2.
Well, nowadays, pretty much every coach dreams of bigs that can shoot. And Honshu knows she's capable of that role.
Now here is Goddess. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Achanwa. Collier. Again, Minnesota.
You know, she has the ability to run both sides of the pick and roll. Collier, a dynamic offensive player, a ball handler and finisher.
Here's Vandersloot. Back to Ionescu. And can't cash in from close range. So the Lynx now. Now here's Goddess. Pass to Court Queen. Now Achanwa. Achanwa the screen. For three, Nafisa Collier. It's rebounded by Vandersloot. Ionescu outside. Now here's Laney. Ionescu. On a screen. Now here is Ionescu. He's guarded closely.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whips on an open jumper.
Collier inside. Defended by Laney. And that's going to be over and back. Wasn't watching for the line that time. Here's Vandersloot. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Ionescu outside. On. She's guarded by Shepard. Out of bounds. It'll be Lynx ball. Goddess with the ball. Pass to Court Queen. Nafisa Collier on the wing. To the inside. Shepard. Yes, and it's Nafisa Collier picking up the assist.
Tremendous read by Collier, working the pick and roll to perfection.
The Liberty Trail. And here is Vandersloot. Ionescu outside. Drops in the tray.
She has been unconscious this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Now Goddess. Collier outside. And she can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Vandersloot outside. Back to Ionescu. On. That one goes in for two, making it look easy. She's now 4 for 4.
This is just incredible to watch. I mean, she's a perfect 4 for 4 to start this game.
Looking good, looking great. She's got a bounce in her step.
Connects from three-point range.
Both teams on fire right now from the opening tip.
This is going to be an entertaining game of basketball today, folks. I think that much is obvious.
Get your popcorn ready.
Vandersloot outside. Pass to Ionescu. To the middle. It's good, and with that basket, she is now 5 for 9.
And guys, her consistent shooting, it's helped them take this lead.
Minnesota trailing. Here's Goddess. Here's Collier. Defended by Laney. Collier inside. And she lays it straight in.
Well, you got to give it to Shepard. She keeps her eyes up and her options open.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, it's tough to see. Clearly, she's in a lot of pain. They call timeout, and they're going to get the trainer and get a chance to check her over.
to the left side wing. Vandersloot outside. On the wing, Kayla Thornton. 5 to shoot. That's good, and so Courtney Vandersloot gets the assist.
It's a real nice J. Thornton has a good rhythm to her shot, makes it repeatable, which is a key to shooting.
Pass to Goddess. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Minnesota. And it's New York's ball. They trail by 1. Here's Johannes. The shot. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
And these two teams continue to trade punches back and forth like heavyweight fighters.
The momentum swings are impossible to keep track of. The energy in this building just keeps changing.
It's been such a crazy game.
Now here's Powers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Sinks the three-pointer.
I love how McBride is unafraid of making mistakes, and she really just plays her game and then will live with the results.
Now here's Vandersloot. Pass to Johannes. The 3. Dolson makes it off the glass.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. Easy bucket in the paint.
The interior defense at that end has been lifeless, to say the least.
Now here's Powers. And here's McBride. Screen by Goddess. McBride misses. New York in the lead. Outside, Sabali. Vandersloot outside. Thornton outside. Johannes just 4 to shoot. Vandersloot outside. That one falls, coming off Stephanie Dolson's feed. We've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Liberty out in front, up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Liberty performance here. Guys, what are your thoughts?
Lots of their points have come from shots inside the key.
And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward. I mean, why change the plan until they make you?
Absolutely.
Now the Lynx with it. A 4-point game. Right outside. Pass to Court Queen. Now here's Powers. Sinks the triple.
With the level of shooter that Powers is, letting her catch and fire, it's not a recipe for success for the defense.
And the Liberty with possession here. Thornton outside. Here's Johannes. Shot clock at 6. Sabali. And here's Kayla Thornton from the arc. No good on that shot. Right outside. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And the shot is good.
Operating with an awesome swagger and confidence, McBride has become must-watch television.
Now here is Thornton. Back to Ionescu. from downtown. Add basket number 6 to her stat sheet. She's now 6 for 10. The Lynx trailing. Pass to Court Queen. Good, and the assist goes to Aerial Powers.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Here's Johannes. Back to Ionescu. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Wow. 4 here in the first half. They're going to need to do something else on defense.
Outside Powers. Pass to Court Queen. And here's Milic. Guarded by Dolson. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Minnesota.
I think she owes the three-pointer dinner. It's been her best friend today, no question.
Well, it has been today anyway. I mean, look, most of her points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there, a big gap in the D.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And here's Court Queen. Misses the 3. Ionescu outside. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Lynx.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
For a player that shoots it as well as she does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Here's Uhas. Pass to McBride. And it's Ionescu with the rebound. Dolson with the screen. Basket number 8 for her on 13 attempts. That's a 62% clip so far. And here are the Lynx now, trailing by 4. Aerial Powers on the wing, covered by Thornton. Court Queen drills it from outside.
She had a great start from behind the arc, and she simply kicked it up a notch here in the second.
Now here's Ionescu. McBride covering. Fires from deep. And Sabrina Ionescu with the triple.
She has put her foot on the gas pedal this quarter. She's doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Now here's Powers. Here's Court Queen. And the Lynx, another 3.
The efficiency of Powers' passing is great. Delivers the ball straight to a wide open shooter.
Thornton outside. Sabali. Pass to Johannes. Now Ionescu. And again, it's New York with a 3.
She's having one of the best shooting days that I can remember from outside.
Outside Powers. Here's the pick. That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
A player that's effective from three-point land. Powers is at home in the paint, pouring that bucket closer in.
Here's Johannes. And here we go. A nice shot by Powers. And this game is tied up now.
She's coming to life after a slow start in the first quarter.
On offense, here the Liberty. Pass to Johannes. Back to Ionescu. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. The 3. It's good from long range.
And guys, in this quarter, she's improved on what was already a very good performance in the first period.
Now here's Powers. She's got 7. Court Queen, guarded by Sabali. Here's the 3. And it's Dolson with the rebound.
Well, if this ball game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, without question.
Ionescu can't get it to go. Inside, here's Uhas. Good, and the assist goes to Aerial Powers.
Nice dime from Powers. She's all about trying to make her teammates better.
Ionescu has it. He's got 29 points for the game. And the Liberty call time here. New York going with an almost entire new group here. Pass to Thornton. Now here's Laney. She's guarded by Court Queen. Jones inside. Achanwa on her. Jones misses. The Lynx trailing. And here's Court Queen. He's got 18. Here's Goddess. Oh, and she misses the go-ahead basket. And the Liberty with possession here. Back to Thornton. Laney. Thornton outside. Pass to Vandersloot. Now here's Laney. Shot clock at 5. Back to Vandersloot. Fires for 3. Outside for Laney. Vandersloot. Back to Laney. Three-pointer. Minnesota grabs the miss. Pass to Goddess. And stolen by Courtney Vandersloot. Laney outside. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing her first attempt.
Smart play by Laney, running the floor, getting rewarded with a bucket.
Now Collier. 7 points in the game. Down low. Here's Goddess. There's the triple. Nailed from three-point land. And that makes it a tie ball game.
She's picking up where she left off in the first quarter, from downtown at least.
Here's New York now. Laney outside. Pass to Jones. And the layup's good off the glass.
With a non-stop motor and a calculated approach, Jones is already an elite WNBA talent.
Here's Goddess. 9 points in the game. Launches it. And it's Court Queen missing.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here is Thornton. 5 points in the game. Laney for 3. And good. Coming off the assist by Kayla Thornton.
Testing her limits. Laney was way back there on that one.
And here are the Lynx now. It's a 5-point game. Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over. Goddess. Vandersloot defending. Collier outside. And the Lynx miss again. New York in the lead. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Back to Vandersloot. That's in, coming off an assist from Honshu.
Great pass by Honshu. With her height, Han has an unobstructed view of the floor.
Now here's Collier. 7 points in the game. No good off front iron. And if they play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Screen by Laney. Vandersloot right side. And stolen by Collier. Shot to stop the run. And the layup is up and in.
How about that shot going in for Collier? Looked like the contact might disrupt her. Guess it didn't.
Vandersloot with it. He has 5. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Laney. This one for 3. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Well, by no means is she a volume shooter from distance, but it's even better. Laney is an accurate shooter from deep.
And we finished one half of play. Liberty out in front, leading by 8. And don't go away, we'll be back momentarily. And the second half about to start in just a few moments. And you look at Sabrina Ionescu in this game, and she's been everywhere.
All of a sudden, she's become their big assist player. Her passing in the first half was a big key to their offense.
And that's not a role she usually plays, and one I'm not sure she's comfortable in. But look, they've needed her to make some plays today, and she's done it.
All right, the second half beginning in a moment. And here are the Lynx now, trailing here by 8. Collier inside, defended by Laney. That shot by Collier, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
I think they've been the more physical team, guys, and that's why they're ahead.
Usually the more physical, more aggressive team wins the game.
Here's Hahn. Good for the 5th time and 5 shots. She remains perfect.
When Shu gets this type of positioning in the paint, good luck. At her size, she's impossible to stop inside.
Now here's Collier. Pass to Shepard. Outside of Chanwa. Court Queen with it. Covered by Ionescu. Clock at 4. Shoots. And that one's good. Collier. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. And here is Vandersloot. He has 5. And they double up Sabrina Ionescu. Here's Hahn. Kept alive. And the shot goes in.
Well, with the developed understanding of the game, Jones uses timing and body control to inhale rebounds.
Now here's Collier. 11 points in the game. To the paint. Pass to Goddess. Court Queen. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. "17-foot shot on the way. Count that as her 7th field goal in 10 tries. She's shooting a nifty 70%. Ionescu outside. Pass to Jones. Good. And Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, you just made me hungry. But that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were in tight. They've established themselves inside. Where's the cheese? They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but, hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
And the 3 ball is good.
Great pass, great shot. Laney ready to deliver.
Now Collier. From past the arc. Rebound New York.
You can't get into much better position for the three-pointer. Just didn't get it to fall.
Here's Goddess. And she throws it down with one hand. Slam it, Gemma, bing bong.
A 1-2 punch right there. Nice steal and some elevation on the jam.
Yeah, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play on defense.
An easy basket, too.
Man, my old coaches would be so proud. I mean, that's the importance of great on-the-ball defense being showcased there.
Now here's Vandersloot. She's got 5. Laney for 3. Here's Jones. And she battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
You can tell Jones knows when it's time to dominate, go inside, and take charge of the paint.
Pass to Court Queen. Collier outside. 6 to shoot. Chanwa the screen. Collier can't get it to go.
Well, offensively speaking, it has been a tough quarter for her.
And here is Vandersloot. Here's Hahn. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's an 86% accuracy mark. This Lynx squad struggling. Here's Goddess. 11 points in the game. And it's Court Queen missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, and that's putting it mildly, guys. They've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Vandersloot. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. There's Jonquel Jones with the three. Hits it from three-point range.
A gifted shooter for a player her size, Jones is a matchup nightmare.
Minnesota calls a timeout. And here are the Lynx now. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Powers. Here's Collier. Shepard the screen. Just 5 to shoot. To halt the run. And again, no good by Minnesota.
She is going to buy herself a ticket to the bench if she keeps shooting like she has this quarter so far.
Pass to Thornton. Now here's Hahn. Vandersloot outside. Laney. The three is up. The shot, no good. And here's Court Queen. Hams it from downtown.
If you were looking only at the way she's played offensively, you'd think her team was ahead.
Now here's Ionescu. He has 29. Nice move. The second chance effort. On up top. Knocked away. 4-on-3 on the break. Right side Powers. For three. Sabrina Ionescu with the rebound. Here's New York now. They led by as many as 18 points. She muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and she's on her way to the line.
You know, she might look small, but Vandersloot has a lot of strength. It catches defenders by surprise when she goes for the and one.
First trip to the free throw line for her tonight.
And Vandersloot's team-first mentality does a lot for her team's culture. No wonder players love sharing the hardwood with her.
Now here's Goddess. 11 points in the game. Nafisa Collier on the wing. Shepard the screen. Here's Collier. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Well, it's a player who does use the mid-range. It's part of what makes Collier difficult to defend. She can score from everywhere on the offensive end.
Here's Vandersloot. 8 points for her. Pass to Thornton. Laney outside. Let's go with a three. It falls for her 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
You know, you look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over. Goddess with the ball. She's got 11. Pass to Collier. Here's McBride. 4 on the clock. Takes the 3. And Aerial Powers with the triple.
Understanding defenses better than most, McBride's a playmaker with an advanced feel for the game.
Back to Vandersloot. Laney outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. Outside Powers. Pass to Goddess. There's the 3. And Laney pulls it down.
I wouldn't put it past her to eventually start hitting those, given what she did in the first half.
Now Thornton, covered by Collier. Thornton's shot is good.
Well, she was wide open, and Laney found her.
Here's Goddess. McBride outside. Uhas. Pass to Collier. Over Thornton. Johannes with the rebound.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
And she's good on the 3 ball.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Outside Powers. Now McBride from outside the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Aerial Powers.
With a smooth touch from outside, McBride's versatility leaves defenses pretty vulnerable.
Pass to Johannes. Laney with it. And here's Johannes. She has 6. And it's Collier with the rebound.
As far as, a jumper will go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
Seriously, I don't know how that one didn't fall.
Now here's McBride. It's an 18-point game. Count it. Good.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a bit like they did in the first.
Here's Vandersloot. 8 points for her. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Johannes. Fires top of the key. And Collier pulls it down.
The defenders cannot lose track of her because usually that shot will go down.
Yep, that one goes.
Uses mobility on the drive and muscle on the finish. What an effort from Collier.
Now Laney. Shoots over Powers. Drops it in off the fadeaway.
It looked pretty, but she doesn't need to use the fadeaway when she's that open.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Liberty out in front, up by 16. And we're coming back right after this break to get the fourth quarter started. Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. And it's New York's ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Back to Ionescu. Puts up a three. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
What a top-notch game she's having. And really, she's got her team in front, and it sure seems like she's going to keep them there if she can continue to play like this.
Now here's Powers. Right outside. Here's Court Queen. The shot's good. Kayla McBride making the play.
She got loose from three-point range in the first half and showing signs here in the second.
Now Ionescu. Pass to Johannes. Back to Ionescu. Here's Johannes. Ionescu. She's covered by Mitchell. Kayla Thornton knocks down the three ball.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Now the Lynx with it. Trailing by 19. Mitchell outside. Now here's Court Queen. Another three for Minnesota.
What an exhibition she's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Pass to Sabali. Johannes. Ionescu has it. The three ball. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Well, it looks like that last three definitely got Ionescu's attention. She goes to the arc with a purpose and drains the answer.
Now here's Court Queen. For three, Kayla McBride. Another three for Minnesota.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Here's Ionescu. Pass to Johannes. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Dolson. Three-pointer. Rebound, Kayla McBride.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often. Laser focus from Powers. The bump not affecting her shot.
And here's Johannes. Ionescu outside. And they double up Sabrina Ionescu. Pass to Dolson. And good. Coming off the assist by Kayla Thornton.
With the size advantage as big as it was right there, that's exactly what she should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Now here's Powers. It's Tiffany Mitchell on the wing. And here's Court Queen. And the Lynx, another three.
Well, despite the play of the team, she has done exceptionally well here.
Ionescu outside. Pass to Dolson. 6 on the shot clock. Johannes. They get it back.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the line.
Exactly. If you want to prevent the layup, give them a little knock, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming down the lane the next time around.
It does send a message.
The first free throw is good. And the Liberty making a change here. She hits both from the stripe. Now here's Powers. Pass to McBride. The screen by Collier. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
You see, this is what you get with Kayla McBride. You get a clever scorer with just a knack for earning free throws.
The first one falls.
Well, Kayla McBride is a good free throw shooter. I mean, is there anything she can't do?
And that's good as she hits both shots. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Laney outside. Back to Ionescu. Out to the wing. Here's Johannes. Good. And Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
This is the kind of vision you get with Ionescu. She has a knack for finding the open teammate.
Right outside. Court Queen. Pass to Powers. Great look there, but off target. Here's Johannes. She's guarded by Court Queen. Ionescu outside. That 3 off the mark. Now here's Powers. She's tightly guarded. Pass to McBride. Mitchell outside. Clock at 6. And it's Ionescu with the rebound. Laney outside. Johannes. Here's Court Queen. Good on the triple.
What's got into her today? This is getting ridiculous.
Ionescu has it. Pass to Johannes. Dolson sets a screen. Johannes shot is off.
She has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it really hasn't affected the team that much.
Now here's McBride. From the arc. They get it back. Laney outside. Over Mitchell. Laney, good.
When you talk about Laney, she's so versatile in how she gets her points.
Minnesota calls a timeout. And you look at Ionescu, what a contribution.
She is on fire from beyond the arc. They're giving her way too much room, and she's making them pay.
Now here is Goddess. Vandersloot defending. Collier outside. Six to shoot. Pass to Achanwa. Here's Court Queen. Covered by Ionescu. Here's Collier. Nails the 16-footer.
Defenders have to be careful with Collier's jumper. If she gets a clean look, she's usually going to capitalize.
Now here's Vandersloot. Covered by Goddess. Now here's Jones. High post try. And it's New York with another.
A face-up forward/center with an ever-expanding skill set. Jones is a bright young star.
Now here's Collier. Pass to Shepard. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, look, one of the reasons they're trailing is because we haven't seen enough of that. She has to become a bigger part of her offense.
And the Liberty with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Ionescu outside. Here's Hahn. Shoots the three. Rebound by Goddess.
An important rebound there on a night where their board work hasn't been the best.
But they're still in this. What do you think? Can they dial it up a notch here in the clutch?
Let's hope.
Now here's Vandersloot. Laney covered by Ionescu. And the Lynx pushing it up now. Goddess, no good.
That can happen to anyone, but something, it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, you're right about that, Tim. I mean, she just lost her concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
And good that time.
An efficient offensive player. The most impressive thing about Jones to me is she is capable of huge nights without wasting a lot of possessions.
Now Goddess. Pass to Collier. And here's Goddess. Vandersloot defending to the inside. Here's Shepard. From down in the low post, it goes.
With the perfect physical frame for interior scoring, Shepard can sure do some damage down low.
Now here's Ionescu. And she banks in the layup.
Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. You know, like we say, she's been making music all day long.
Goddess with the ball. Vandersloot defending. For three, Nafisa Collier. And Jones pulls it down. Here's New York now. The lead is 15. And there's the foul. It'll go on Court Queen. That's her first foul.
Second team foul.
Ionescu outside. Jones. And she drops in the layup off glass.
They're not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I think it's safe to say that lead is too big to overcome at this point. Just not enough time on the clock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's Goddess. Collier outside. Shepard. There's a screen by Achanwa. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Shepard. Court Queen covered by Ionescu. And it's Court Queen missing. And here is Vandersloot. Ionescu outside. The tray. And it's Courtney Vandersloot with the three.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but if you keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
Now here is Goddess. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she drains those. So I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense. 2-second
difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ionescu, right side. Pass to Hahn. Uncovered. Rebound by the Lynx. Now here is Goddess. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.
We'd like to thank all fans for making it out to tonight's event. Please exit the building carefully and drive home safely.